With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's complete. Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 39 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On 1st down, Westbrook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Switch. Check 24.
They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Hey, check 24. Back.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give right side. Westbrook. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd down, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 9, check 9.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right. Check 45 with the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Over. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles, first down, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Dickerson.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Ronald Darby, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a give, right side. Westbrook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
50, 50. Watch the ball. Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Westbrook. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Who there? Go. Check 49, check 49. Slam. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Hey, let's get this.
Now a give, right side. Westbrook. A big hitter there. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Bang, 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 bang. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift, shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Westbrook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Cunningham. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Cunningham. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On fourth down, Cunningham. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. We're scoreless after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Fresno.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room.
Cunningham to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Cunningham in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Show it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buddy up. 950. Ricky.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was Brian Dawkins getting in that time, the safety with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. With it is Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick your game up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a give right side. Westbrook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Going up top, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long for Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wide, get wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Hop on. Under 10, 10. Shift, watch the shift. Zip it.
On first down, Westbrook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the set. And check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch up.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm here all day. Check.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
36.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Safety's creeping. He's checking.
Now a give right side. Westbrook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Cunningham, and an alley to run. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They'll run. Here's Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's get it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Vick. That's complete. It's Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third.
Does the big boy have the juice? And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check it back, check it back. Swing it. Take it. Check safety. Shit. Yellow. Check three.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 13.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
First down, Westbrook. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30-yard line.
It's a safety creek. Slam. Check.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Mahomes now on first down, looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Gates with a grab.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot rock, so to speak.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Randy Moss there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Westbrook. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Double tight, guy, double tight. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Twist. Check three.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Westbrook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check nine.
On first down, Westbrook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Cunningham. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's complete to Gates. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his foot.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes
looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Holt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. On first down, it's Cunningham. He completes it to Westbrook. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got three down.
Here's Cunningham. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Here we go.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Right back to him on first down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Landry. Watch the run. Magic.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch twist. Bang, 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 bang. Go. I got him. On me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check nickel.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw on third down, Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No. That's 27. Switch it. Tight dog. 15. Fresno.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right side catch. This is Gates. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away. Now he'll throw, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brandon Graham bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Okay, 43, 15. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. And Ripple is
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. He's got his man, Gates. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Johnson there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, Westbrook. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 36, 36. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Sunday.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm going to run you over. Jimmy.
Yellow.
Motion, I got one. Check.
15.
Check it back.
Hey, 57.
Switch. Check safety.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
15. Yellow. Check 43.
Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Yellow, 180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow, 180.
58, right there. Watch the
Hey, Ripley.
Switch.
Attack.
Check 24. Banjo.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Kill.
Easy. Check down, 25.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Man open, it's Moss, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Check three.
They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Go, 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 go.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense.
Brady now to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. On 1st down, Brady. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Brady going to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, go back. We got motion. Back up.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill.
On second down, Westbrook looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now Cunningham. And the Raiders have got him. Lawrence Taylor able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Play action. Now it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Godwin, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Eagles nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Right back to him on 1st down. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey, turn it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Eagles nothing.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check.
Big Ed. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check 6 guys. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey. 49, check 49. Slam.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On play action, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. After the sack on first down, Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he cuts it right. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Eagles 16, Raiders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham, his second sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Brady, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now Brady. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense.